Good morning, welcome to the broadcast. My name's Todd and this is Digging Life 21. Today we are starting back where we finished off last night with digging out this basement. I was able to get us about 8 feet, and this obviously ramps up. This is kind of the grade I want to be on back here in this corner. So what I'm gonna do is just jump on the skid steer and I'm gonna start pushing everything over that way to where I can dig it out and hopefully get this basement a little bit more level, a little bit deeper, and kind of get this site ready for the Christmas holiday, as it were. It may be July when you're watching this, but I just want to leave this kind of tidy for the homeowner and the contractor to come by and do whatever they need to do. Let's get to it. That's going pretty good. I've hit rock here and it's pretty hard, but it's formed at kind of this slope and it's in those layers. I don't want to keep pulling on with my grading bucket. I want it to stay a precision part, and if I keep digging on that hard stuff, it's going to wear the pins, it's going to get floppy, this, that, and the other. So I'm going to run on over here. Let's bail out that dirt, and then we'll come back, put our tooth bucket on that I'll be able to hook the teeth in, and we'll break that rock out, and I'll be able to daylight that basement out a little bit better. Start rounding this yard out. Tilt bucket we've got on there. Sometimes I'll use my digging bucket in this situation, but since it's for a basement, I can go ahead and kind of grade up to the edge at the same time that I'm baling dirt. Like it looking out over the horizon, but you can see forward and back we are at 0 degrees. I've got a 3-degree slope back, so I have to keep that in mind to constantly adjust my tilt. Otherwise this will end up being a pond when it rains. What I can do is go ahead and give it a little bit of forward tilt, which means I'm going to tilt it that way so this can drain until they can get the bottom slab poured. They're going to do a concrete slab up there, there'll be a retaining wall here, and then of course down here they will do another slab. It's the plan, I believe. got the bulk of the dirt out. Now see, we just changed our grade. Get y'all down and you can see we've changed over to a 1 degree and a 1 degree. I love the slope assist on this. Absolutely love it. It works really well. I've checked it. Now if you're moving, it's obviously not as accurate. It's not like a laser system that adjusts on the go. I can't afford such nice things. One day I will. One of these days. Now what I'm going to do is back up. And I could have done this to begin with, but what fun would that be? I've gotten on grade. I've got a 2 degree slope. Now going at an angle, it helps me average a little bit better. So I've got 2 degrees down, 2 degrees that way. So I know that this area is going to fall now. I'm going to put my blade down, and I'm going to carefully, as I drive along slowly, I'm going to feel the machine. If it starts to rise up, I'll drop that blade down a little bit more. But I want to cut more here because I can always use my blade to level myself. Love watching that dirt roll off that moldboard. I'm going very slow. And in addition to fill, I'm watching that. I don't mind that I'm tilting this way just a little bit, because this is fill dirt, so of course I'm compacting. I'm going to start tilting more and more. So let's back up. See where we're at on our dig. So we need to go like this. Up to where we're going to start digging. I'm digging my blade in. Now I'm going to level myself. Get it? As always, I'm not just blindly digging into dirt here. I'm going to try to keep myself to where I'm only digging maybe a third to a half of that bucket. Now see, I'm touching, there's a gap there on the right side, so I need to come back here and start digging in until that gap disappears. Practice to kind of maintain that grade. We'll do some stuff to finish the bank off the yard there. Now what I can do is pull like this and swing over to where my grade is finished to keep it matched. The better job I do now, the less expensive it'll be on the customer when builder comes in and has to do some finished stuff, or their foundation people. Hopefully their foundation people really don't have to do much. In that case, I will have done my job. Always do the best job you can for folks. It will pay off. I would rather dig in a little bit farther than I want on this end of the basement than too little, because if I don't, it won't drain. See right there how I kind of skimmed along, and since my machine is sitting fairly well on grade, it'll even everything that it touches out. That's a decent overdig. This is going quite well. You wouldn't think 2 degrees makes a difference though. Now, when you're sitting up on a slope like this, if you're not on some firmly packed ground or virgin ground, you better be ready for it to cave off. What I would do if I felt the back end start to cave off, I'd immediately drop my bucket and bite in like that. And that will help stop that caving, at least until I can get out and assess what in the world is going on. And see, here's where my daylight, the house is only going to come to about right here. So this over here, I can do whatever I want. I can cut it out a little extra so it drains good. There's my sweet wifey. Let's see what she's into. After I get myself, I'm not going to take my hands off the controls until I get stable. We'll be back. Back here, it doesn't like to break. But if you can get in these layers, you take your time, it'll start busting apart. So, really, like, here's the face. The less layers you can get behind at a time, see how that just flaked right off? I'm gonna bust this rock out. A lot of times too, you can just put downward pressure on it, pull it out, and it'll break right up. pretty good right there. Cut this bank out a little bit more for the customer. It'll extend the retaining wall out. All right, that's thawing out. I've got this nice little yard area compacted in. The basement's cut in. So I'll call this part done for now. I got the new trench dug for the relocated water line. Everything is cut in. Pipes dropped in for inspection. As close as I can get it anyway. Now we've got one more little project down here. It's going to be hard for you folks to tell, more than likely, but and this is just a grading issue that I'm not happy with. The road's coming out pretty good, but the way this goes up and turns, it's going to get trucks leaning when it goes through there, and when that weight shifts, concrete trucks and such, if this is in any way soft, all that weight starts mashing into the ground, and that's where a lot of water is going to be running around this curve. So what I'm going to do, I've got some extra road bond down there. I'm going to build this up and maybe even move in a little bit. That way when trucks come through here, they don't lean. They're just going to stay upright. They'll keep traction better. They'll make it up the hill better. It's just going to be better. So let's get to it. Happier with that. It's a lot better of a transition. I'm not going to start the tractor tonight with that being the only little spot. Just to start the tractor and let it warm up for 15 minutes to do 5 minutes of work doesn't make sense. Plus it's starting to get dark. Happy with how that's turned out. I threw some straw out here, make that look a little better, and when they do their first inspection it'll look a lot better. And we're trying not to let any sediment get into the creek, or the trickle as it were. We'll be back tomorrow, everybody. Be sure to drop me a like, comment, and subscribe. Comment straw. As always, straw makes everything look better. We love you guys. Can't wait to see you tomorrow, and thanks for watching. See y'all next time.